What's up, everybody? It is Matt from Electric All Wheel, and today we have Mr. Scott Hardesty with us. Special request. Our kindred spirits like thumb throttles. And this Ariel Rider X Class, 60-volt dual battery, 750 watts
Yeah, right.
e-bike needs a modification. So we brought the Electric All Wheel Universal Thumb Throttle Kit to go ahead and get that installed. With your permission, I am going to replace the factory half grip twist.
Yeah, I'm glad that you did because that special request was from me. Something about these quarter twist throttles, if I'm still constantly pulling them back after a while, they make this part like sore. And I have very strong thumbs. So I'm like, let's do a thumb throttle instead because I dig this bike. I mean, this bike is a lot of fun for 750 watts and class 2.
Yeah,
You would be surprised on how fun this class 2 bike is. I would like to stay around and check this out, but I got to head off and do some filming, guys. So you're in good hands, right? He's going to knock this out for me. This is my bike. Throw hugs. Thank you.
Be safe. Don't
Yeah.
do anything I wouldn't do. Give me that mic.
Oh, they give me all kinds of
All the leeway in the world. All right, we are going to install the Universal Electric All-Wheel 3-pin Joulette with 3 adapters, mini Joulette and the reverse connection, so that you can install this on many different e-bike brands. It's color-coded. We'll have to figure out what the code is to get the throttle to work for this e-bike. So we're going to have to be very careful because we don't have a stand, so that's something to keep in mind on-off for the bike on each part of this test. Otherwise, have this bike on a stand so that when you make your connections, you know that it won't take off on you. It's very important that you follow the safety precautions. Also, when you're installing this, it is very, very important that you match the arrow ends to the connectors. If the pins are bent out of the user error, it will not be covered under warranty, so keep that in mind. All that being said, should be a fairly simple install. Definitely going to have to watch our P's and Q's because of the lack of a stand, but I don't foresee much of an issue beyond that. We'll go ahead and get it all sized up, and then we'll get it prepared and then do the cable color code testing so that I'm prepared to stop the bike and make sure that it doesn't take off, since we do not have a stand. I implore you, get a bike stand or make sure that this wheel is off the ground in the event that the cable combination allows the throttle to take off. That is not the right combination. You want it to only work when it's pressed. If you haven't already, give us a like and subscribe on YouTube. It is our primary, and if you're in the area, check out e-bikes of Tampa Bay, Florida. Get in that Facebook group, make an event, and go for a ride with your friends. Let's get to it. So the front end of this has wraps all the way down, and it looks like there's enough slack that I might be able to get the neoprene sleeve on here. And then after that, we'll just tuck it behind the plate for the light, the number plate, but it's actually a light adapter. So first things first, got to figure out which one of these is the throttle. It is not that one. That is our display. There's throttle right there. So we have found it. I'm going to go ahead and unwrap it. There we go. It is loose. So now I just got to make sure not lose my cap, but I'm going to hold that down, and there it is. That was easy. Looks like this one was installed upside down. I don't know what that's all about, but yeah. Now I got to take this bar end mirror off. What I'm going to do is get into my kit, and then I'm going to go into the package and go ahead and pull out my harness first of all, and this one, the throttle is coming with it. So full harness is these two pieces, the color-coded ends, female and male, and then here's the throttle itself. And get this grip off so we'll have matching grips. Perfect. Now I'm just going to loosen this up so that I can get it onto the handlebars. There we go. From here, I'm going to get to my grips. So there does come with 2 caps, so go ahead and make sure you have those. And then I'm going to pull the M out. And it does come with a hex head wrench to use. So I'm going to put it on the right hand side. There we go. Now I'm just going to tighten the throttle down. Now I like to make sure that when my thumb is resting, it is parallel on the plane for the ergonomic aspect of the grip. So this part sticking out should be flush with this part of the grip. And then from there, once I know that's good, then my thumb will rest easy. Then I tighten it down. So I'm going to reuse the cap from before. Now I'm just going to put the other grip on there. Let's return the bar end mirror. Now the trick here will be to get this combination correct. So the very first thing we're going to do is we're just going to put like colors together and cross our fingers that it's pretty similar to what we get off the bat. So I'm going to go red to red, blue to blue, yellow to yellow. And there we go. And then I'm going to take and plug in at my throttle first, and there's only one way that that will work. So make sure you do that. So thumb throttle first. And then you will have a male 3-pin Joulette that can plug in right here at the female 3-pin Joulette of the original handlebar or the original master harness. It is important to keep the wheel off the ground, so I'm going to tilt this thing and then I'm going to turn on the power to see if it will light up this e-bike's rear hub motor. All right, I've put it in PAS 1. I'm leaning it over. Ooh, nothing. All right, so I'm still going to hold it on my leg and then I'm just going to try a different combination. So first combination will be red to red. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch blue and yellow. Let's try that. And we get error 30. So no dice on that. So then I'm going to make it blue to blue, and then I'm going to switch red and yellow. So then I'm going to go blue to yellow, red to blue. Uh-oh, uh-oh, I'm seeing some life. So we'll flip and we'll go blue male to red female, and then yellow to yellow. There we go. Woo! That's what we like to see. All right, so it is yellow to yellow. Blue male, red female. Red male, blue female. That is nice. There we go. All right, now that we know that's working, let's go ahead and get this thing wrapped up. Now the kit does come with 3 adapters. This one particularly was for an E-cells. There's mini Joulette. There's a reversal, so it will change it from male to female end. So you've got quite a bit of versatility here to get your situation under control. The kit does come with a neoprene sleeve, and all you need to do is get your cables and then wrap around those cables. Make sure your flared zipper side is on the inside so it's nice and clean on the outside. There's only one way to do this because the way the zipper closes, and it will look like so with the cable in between. Now there is enough cable wrap on this thing that I know that I can use it to help assist with the original hold, and then I just wrap it up and I'm going to tuck it behind the light. So I'm just getting my cabling all together. I'm going to wrap the sleeve. So I've got the sleeve, I'm putting it together there, I'm getting the zipper started, perfect. Now I'm going to get these in. And there we go. It is now wrapped up and clean. Thumb throttle for the win. We are happy about that. Well, there you have it. We have successfully installed the universal thumb throttle on the Ariel Rider X class. Now, this thing is packed with battery. I think it's 20 in the mainframe, 15 amp hours up at the tank. This is an awesome look for this bike. And then 750 watts on the rear hub, plus 40 miles an hour to my knowledge. And now Scott will be able to do it with a thumb throttle from Electric All Wheel. Easy peasy. We will leave links for all of the products in the description below. And we appreciate you utilizing those products to help keep this channel going. That was relatively painless install, and we are very happy about that. It looks just like it should on this Ariel Rider X Class straight from factory. Excellent. This is definitely something that Scott wanted. We are like-minded in the fact that we like thumb throttles, so very happy to be able to do that for him and then have the opportunity to see this bike in the flesh. And it is everything that you might think it would be: full suspension, dual battery, massive motor, high-end capability motor, let's put it that way. With a nice dash, you have a horn, turn signals, headlight switch, light switch on, brightness, you got a bell, and what was a half grip twist throttle, you do have hydraulic brakes. And I know that Scott likes to put on his bar and mirrors and then his folding locks, so good for him. Has a nice big chain ring here, so that is good. And looks like this thing is just ready for some ripping. A very good looking new generation X Class from Ariel Rider. If you haven't already, give us a like and subscribe on YouTube. It is our primary, and if you're in the area, check out e-bikes of Tampa Bay, Florida. Get in that Facebook group, make an event, and go for a ride with your friends. We'll talk to you next time.